Hello and welcome to the session on Know Your Industry for Sport and Wellbeing. We're going to look at understanding your sector and the key skills you'll need to be successful in this chosen career path. Learning objectives for today, we're going to identify the key skills you can develop whilst on placement and also understand your sector and placement opportunities. Just a bit of key information before we get into this to refresh your memories. Placement dates, so from the 17th of April to the 19th of May 2023, that's when your block period for placement will be if you're planning on doing a block placement. If you're looking to do a flexible placement, it can start as soon as possible. And just a reminder, flexible placement could be anything from a few hours or one full day to 2 full days a week, long term. So you can start those as soon as possible and carry those on up until the end of your academic year or until you achieve your required hours. Placement deadline, so the latest start for your flexible placement is the 27th of February 2023. The reason being is because you'll need time to get all your hours in. The block placement details have to be submitted before the 3rd of March 2023. I'm your placement officer, Kezijaz, and if you need to contact anyone from our placement team, you can contact us on placements@leedstrinity.ac.uk. We're based in AG12. You're welcome to come and see us there as well. 5 things you need to do, and this is a good little reminder because these are the types of things you should be thinking about right now. Think about what you want to do and identifying the key skills within your sector, because identifying them key skills will help you match up the skills you already have, maybe the ones you want to achieve or grow in. It'll help you tailor your CV for the types of roles you'll be applying for as well. Accessing prospects.ac.uk, I'll show you a bit more on this, but it's a very useful tool to use. Researching your sector and companies to contact. You should be thinking about which sort of sector you want to go in, what sorts of employees you want to contact. So we'll discuss this a bit more in the slides coming up. And you should have attended all your placement lectures and sessions. If not, you can view them on the Moodle page and then tick them off on your placement pathway. It's very important that you do that. Looking at the prospects.ac.uk website, there is a lot of information on there. It's all really useful. You can narrow down search filters for types of careers or different job roles. Like we've got an example here for sports coaching. So you've got your job options from that degree course and the types of things you could be doing. Within each role, there's a breakdown of a bit of a job description, the types of key skills you need to get into that role, what you can progress on to. There's also useful things like interview tips, help with your CV and cover letters, how to get a job and apply for jobs. You can also do a career planner and a job match, so it'll help match your skills to a chosen career path. Really useful. You can access through that link or by scanning the QR code. Now, it's all about the skills. The whole purpose of your placement is to build your skills. You might have had so many that you've built up from previous roles or volunteering or previous work experiences. Whatever you've done, you can transfer them into your placement, and it'll be the exact same from this placement. The types of skills you'll develop, you can transfer them onto any types of roles that you'll be getting involved in, whether that's as a job or after when you graduate. So whilst in placement, the key skills which you'll learn, they'll help improve your CV and your employability skills. So it's all about getting that CV looking really good with lots of skills on there, lots of different types of experiences, and a placement helps with that. Some of the key skills for your degree course, you're looking at general sector interest and awareness. So being involved in a wide range of areas, that will be a really good skill to show. Motivation, commitment, communication, organizational, time management, mentoring, IT proficiency, all of these are key, as well as numeracy and leadership, motivation, integrity. All of these are very important, and the more you can show of these or demonstrate that you've got these skills on your CV, and when you talk about them at the interview stage, the better it will be for you and the more employable you will be. Skills you can develop on placement: interpersonal skills, that's interacting with others, getting involved in the teams, communication and motivation, whether that's communication written or verbal. You know, you might be asked to create documents, you might be asked to deliver presentations or deliver to a team. So all of these types of things, if you've never done them before, you could develop them on your placement. Sector awareness: whilst you're working within or on your placement, you'll come across a lot of different key things within that sector. You'll pick up on a lot of knowledge. You'll speak to people who'll tell you things. You'll be informed with what's going on within that sector, and all of that is very important. It'll help you decide what sort of career path you really want to go down. Working as part of a team and working on projects, tight deadlines, as you are in your uni degree right now, what you're doing. But expanding more on that on placement, getting involved in a lot of things. Organisation and delegation skills, forward planning, strategic thinking, problem solving, decision making, written English and IT skills. Just a few examples of the types of skills you could develop on placement. You've got hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are the technical skills that are job specific, so skills you want to perform with repeatable precision. For example, techniques in sport. If we look at football, for example, doing a header, that's classed as a hard skill, I'd guess. Developing a physiotherapy treatment plan, again, another hard skill. Soft skills, they're quite general characteristics and traits. For example, time management, professionalism, communication. And it's important to remember that as a graduate, employers will be looking out for those core soft skills as they understand the hard skills will be developed in time. Whilst you're on placement, you'll definitely pick up a lot of soft skills and potentially a few hard skills as well, depending on what sort of role you're doing. Now, if you start thinking outside of the box and thinking about the placement opportunities you'll come across and trying to match them up with your sort of career goals and the career paths you want to take, it's important to remember that the placement opportunity that you might get potentially could be something that is not directly related to your career path, but it's still a great opportunity to gain the skills that you will need for your career path. For example, if you're working as a PE teacher, well, working as a PE teacher is your sort of dream job. It's quite unlikely that you might be doing that on placement. There is potential that you could be, but it could be the case that you're not. So you could look at other ways to develop skills around that sector. So what you could do is consider working within a school department. It might not be within PE, it could be in anything. Or if you consider working as a casual coach, whether that's with a club or after school club, where you'll be developing your knowledge. This will be an excellent experience and look great on your CV. So it's important to remember that the type of organisation you go to is not the most important thing. It's what you do there and the skills you utilise that are the most important. This is why we say think outside the box. Placement options. Before you start applying for a placement, you need to decide what you want to do for it. So think about what, where, why and who. If we look at these 4 words here, we can create this sort of table, and this will help you plan and help you decide everything about your placement really. So if we look at the what do you want to do? Consider which area of sport interests you. So whether that's coaching, therapy, teaching, could be something else. You've got to really think about what you want to do. Then we look at why. So why do you want to work in that area? Do you want to gain more understanding, experience or insight into a particular role or area? Do you want to see if that career is right for you or not? It's important to think about that. Then we'll go into where. So where do you want to do your placement? Do you drive? Will you be taking public transport? All of these things have to be considered because you want to get there on time and you don't want travel to be a big problem in your life. So don't apply for a placement if it's going to take you hours to get there every day. Have a really good think about where you'd be willing to travel to. Who? So who do you want to work with? Do you want to be in a small or large organisation, private or public sector? That's something to think about as well. So if you do this sort of analysis yourself, it'll help you plan your ideas about a placement. Health and safety is very important to do this, so it's compulsory. Before you start your placement, you do complete a health and safety form. This will be sent out to you, and everything you can write in there, including things like if you need extra support or if you've got any conditions that you would need to mention so that we're aware, including travel as well, working conditions. It's important that we know those things, and then we can put in the right support if needed. And you won't be able to start your placement until this has been done. The types of roles relate to your degree. So if we look at roles directly linked to your degree, there's a long list here. You might be looking at a few of these and thinking, yep, those are my dream sort of careers, the types of jobs I want to go into, and there might be some missing. Then you've got a list of roles where a degree would be useful but not essential. Again, lots of different roles spreading into wider areas. It's all about having a think and just planning where you really want to go after you've graduated. Also planning in the meantime what sort of placement you want to do and where you want to go from there. If we start thinking about potential placement options, we've got a few examples here. Could be local, small, medium and large businesses, whether those are ones that you know of that are within your locality. You might have friends and families working for certain organisations that you want to do a placement with. Might be worth having a chat with them, seeing if you can get in. Schools are really good for this. Maybe your ex-school, the school that you used to attend. If you still know some of the teachers there, it might be worth approaching them and getting a placement within there if you want to be a teacher. Hospitals and clinics, again, if you really want to go within the clinical setting, then it might be worth approaching them. Youth centres, sports clubs, fitness centres, really good for getting that gym experience and coaching experience. Again, if that's something that you want to do. So just a few examples there, and of course you'll have your own plan. You'll know better where you want to go or not, so start thinking about them ideas. So what next? If you review the resources available to you on Moodle, you can get help from a wide range of things on there. There's everything from all of our lectures that we've delivered. You've got your CV help on there, interview help, and how to upload all your details in eVision, that's also there. If you attend your lectures or watch them on your Moodle, that would be really good. Research your sector and the different job roles within it. Now's the time to start doing this. Don't leave it till the last minute. It's best to prepare now. Visit prospects.ac.uk, have a look at different job roles, career paths. You might want to do the career match self-assessment on there to help you plan a different career. Dig out your CV and update it. You can attend the CV workshops, which are available. They run every Wednesday and Thursday between 1 and 2 p.m. in LCO 18. You can book on to that through the event planner on My Career. Start researching and contacting organisations. Keep in touch with your personal tutor and placement advisor, and look at the placements on My Career. There are quite a few on there, so it'd be really good to have a browse and apply for the ones that that really interest you. You can only apply for a maximum of 2 at a time on My Career. So if you want to apply for more, you'd have to wait for feedback from the other 2 before you can apply for more. There's a video here on how to use My Career, which you can watch in your own time because you'll have access to these slides. Useful links, so the Moodle page you can access through here. You might need the enrolment key, which is placement 2022. Placement allowance form, you can access that through the QR code or clicking that link. If you're unable to scan or if the link's not working for whatever reason, you can email placements@leedstrinity.ac.uk and we can help you get on there. You can also help with any other further support you might need.